Here's some photos of some dolls. Just dolls. And none of them can see. Not a single one of these plastic dolls with painted on eyes and eyeballs can actually see. We understand that, right? And none of these dolls actually has a functioning brain inside of these plastic heads. Is that something everybody understands or no? That they don't actually have a brain in the plastic head on this toy. Let's go over quickly just a couple definitions. Inanimate means you're not alive, means an object isn't alive, okay? Inanimate, it means not alive. So, objects, toys aren't really alive, okay? Are we on the same page? Same page? Or no? Some people are struggling, so. Oh, I like that. Showing no sign of life. Lifeless. Say it with me. Lifeless. So if dolls that are plastic with painted on eyes can't see, how in the hell can you have a blind doll? There's no such thing as a seeing doll. So there's no such thing as a blind doll. Could this be an agenda, maybe? Essentially, if you want to get technical, like every doll is blind. They can't see. So why is Mattel making a blind doll? Some of you need a refresher of what using your imagination is. Imaginative play, also known as pretend play, is to role play or make believe play. That's a type of play where children or adults can play, can use their imagination to create and act out different scenarios and roles. Oh, does that mean I can take any toy I have? Okay, sorry about the lighting. That means I can take this fabulous sequin toy and say it's a rocket scientist. Or I can say it's blind. I can say anything I want because I'm using my imagination. I don't have to go to the store and buy something that's marketed as blind, that's essentially just a doll holding a stick. It isn't really blind. I don't think people understand that. So I have to make this video. Let me partake for just a moment in some imaginative play. I found a pen and I can pretend it's a walking stick. And I can give it to my toy. And I'm using my imagination, and voila, blind sequin dog toy has a walking stick, and I can walk it around and pretend like it's, blind and help it. There's nothing wrong with imagining that. And there would be nothing wrong with a child imagining that they're walking around, a doll with vision problems. But there is a problem with Mattel marketing a specific blind Barbie that's just a regular looking Barbie with a walking stick. And it's not made for blind kids, guys. Blind people and children can't see their toys, okay? A blind kid doesn't know the difference between, like, here's a regular doll, Timmy, but here's a blind doll, Timmy, and all of a sudden that's more special in your sick, twisted minds. But Mattel didn't stop at blind Barbie. Oh no. Okay. Recently, they came out with a darker skin, Down syndrome Barbie. I need a minute. You know what no kid ever, black, white, purple, polka dot, you know what no kid has ever said to their parent or guardian? I want the Down syndrome Barbie doll. You know that's true. None of your kids or grandkids or whoever have ever asked for a toy with Down syndrome. Number one, it doesn't exist. These dolls aren't alive to begin with. They don't have an IQ. They might have a higher IQ than some of the adults going to buy these things. But dolls they don't have a brain. I mean, like, I don't think some people get it. There's a lot of stupid people out there, unfortunately. Here's the white version of the same doll. They made this one, and then they recently came out with the dark skin one. They're both stupid. So, being that dolls don't actually have a brain, okay, you get that, right? You do understand that there's not a brain in the plastic head. There's no blood, there's no veins, there's no anything. This is plastic. I feel like I have to keep saying that because people don't get it. They said they made this doll with almond-shaped eyes. So now we're stereotyping people with Down syndrome that they look this way. Is that, I mean, how does this doll have Down syndrome? Stand and tell the class how this doll has Down syndrome. It's not alive. It's inanimate. Let's go back to our definitions class. It's inanimate. Or are they just marketing this to stupid people who are going to go buy it? Let's look at some statistics, shall we? I'm on nfb.org, National Federation for the Blind.org. And here's some statistics. There are some staggering, very low statistics for children that are born with visual impairments, visual disabilities. For girls, it's only 0.79% of girls born with blindness or a visual disability. And for boys, it's 0.83, just a smidge higher. These are staggeringly low numbers. And that was for children. And I wanted you to see this is male or female of all ages with visual impairments is also very low. Okay, like look at some of these numbers: 2.4%, 3%, 2.2%, 1.4%. Low, low, low. So who the hell are they making these dolls for? Mattel's a big business. It isn't for the kids. It's for stupid ass people, like a grown people that are going to go spend money on a blind toy. No toys can see, but they want a blind, regular looking doll with a walking stick. Timmy, this doll is blind, Timmy. This doll has Down syndrome, Susie. This doll is for you, Susie. You have Down syndrome, Susie, so you probably want a Down syndrome doll, right, Susie? Let's talk about harsh reality. If someone is blind, they can't fucking see the toy. I can literally hand someone who's blind a G.I. Joe and say it's Malibu Ken, and I mean, they don't know, and that's okay. A blind child probably just wants to be loved and feel safe. And here we are, not me, you stupid ass people, handing them a fucking toy and telling them that it's blind like you. It's blind like you. That blind kid probably wants a regular fucking toy like everybody else. More statistics. What percent of births have Down syndrome? About 1 in 700 babies, very low. Less than 1% is born with Down syndrome. That information is coming from March of Dimes, very reputable source here for our information. 1 in 700, less than 1%, but Mattel feels the need to all out make a Down syndrome toy. It's representation for who? It's like there's less than 1% of people born with Down syndrome. Of people born with Down syndrome, 67% are non-Hispanic white, so that's the majority of the people born with Down syndrome. Only 13% non-Hispanic and black, only 13%. But they needed to make a black Down syndrome toy and a white Down syndrome toy. They're both stupid. Dolls can't see, and dolls don't have an IQ. Dolls aren't alive, they're inanimate. So now we're pandering to stupid ass people who are willingly ready to pay for some bullshit. Congrats. That's how unhinged this world has become, and there's some dumbass people who are running to Target, running to Walmart. They can't take their money out fast enough to buy this bullshit. And all you're doing is putting money in Mattel's pocket. Fun fact, they're not doing, from what I can find online, I looked up and down, I researched, they are not donating proceeds to any blind or Down syndrome like organizations from these toys. I cannot find information that says they're donating proceeds from these toys to an organization. So that means all of the money that you're paying for these toys, these dumbass toys, is going into Mattel's pocket, rather than encouraging your kids to imagine, if they so wish, to play with a blind doll or a doll with Down syndrome. You know, there's nothing wrong with them imagining. That would actually be productive and healthy to encourage them to engage in imaginative play. But instead, you have these people with zero IQ, just like these toys, thinking that a blind doll, oh, it has Braille on the box, okay? It has Braille on the box, so the kid knows it's blind. They think this is a good idea. In my opinion, representation goes out the window when they're not donating any of the proceeds to any foundation for disabilities. What's up with that? But go ahead, go buy it. Instead of telling your child to imagine different scenarios and engage in imaginative play, feel free to go buy these toys. And by the way, a lot of these foundations have really effed up logos. Here's the pedo swirl in a red sun. Okay, this is the Down Syndrome Association of Northeast Ohio. I just happened to Googled like Down syndrome like organizations, and this one came up, or foundations. It used to be called the Upside of Downs. Nothing wrong with that name. Um, yeah, and here we have the pedo swirl with a sunshine for Lucifer, red Lucifer, sun worship, pedos. And here's the FBI logo, FBI identified logo for little boy lovers. And here you have it in the Down Syndrome Association of Ohio. So wake up, people. Oh, and speaking of logos, here's another. Is that like another Lucifer sun worship type situation for Mattel? Okay, that kind of reminds me of this red sunshine right here. Kind of similar thing. I'm assuming this video might trigger a lot of really stupid people because people don't even know how stupid they are. You can give any doll a fucking stick and call it blind. Why are you running and giving Mattel your money? Because all they're doing is pandering to stupid people because they know there's no shortage of stupid people, unfortunately. So thanks for watching my video. Hopefully there's some intelligent people out there that know that dolls are inanimate and can't actually have a disability. And, kids can pretend, but you don't need to go buy a doll, the Down syndrome Barbie doll that every kid wants on their birthday and holiday wish list. Can't say Christmas because, that might offend some people. This world is completely unhinged, and I can't deal with the stupidity. If you want to let me know if your kid was begging you for the blind or Down syndrome doll, feel free to leave a comment. These are fucked up toys, and you're fucked up if you buy it, and you're fucked up if you tell your kid that this is like a great idea. It's representation. Keep giving Mattel your money, fools. I'm out.